everyone, and welcome back to another Tay Township Public Library craft. Today we are doing our seed starting activity kit, which we are planting nasturtium seeds. So those are actually an edible flower. They have a little bit of a mild peppery taste, and you can eat the flower and the leaves. Now, we have set this up for the kids to be sort of like a science experiment. So on the very first page, you can see we put 2 lines on here for you to fill out. So we're going to see which seeds sprout first. So we're going to plant 2 inside in our little pots, and then 2 outside in a sunny spot. And then we're going to watch them both, water them both on a regular basis, and see which ones grow first and how big they get. Maybe the ones outside get a lot bigger than the ones inside. That's what you'll have to wait and see. So I think, thinking about it, which ones will grow and sprout first are probably the ones inside for me, because I'm going to remember to water them. Now maybe we'll get a lot of rain, and maybe the ones outside will get more water. I don't know, but I'm going to put the ones inside. That's what I'm going to write. And then why do I think so? Is because I think it's going to get more water with regular watering. So I'm going to go remembering to water. To water more. Maybe you guys think it'll grow outside first, but you'll have to update us and let us know what happened. So the first thing you are going to do is soak. So my pot, you're probably wondering why I have this mug here, because my pot is inside and I've soaked it for a couple hours. I'm going to let all the water drain out the hole in the bottom. I soaked it for about an hour. That's what our instructions say. A little bit longer won't hurt it. But what that does is it won't suck all the water out of the soil. So it won't dry it out too fast. So that is a good tip for when you're starting seeds, so that it keeps moist longer, because seeds they need the water to rehydrate to start growing. The next thing we're going to do after your pot has soaked, come back, and then you're going to fill up your pot with some soil. Oh, and make sure you put a plate or a little dish underneath to catch the dirt and the water, because there is a hole for drainage in the bottom. So I'm going to put a little bit of dirt in, and then I'm going to add some water so that it packs it down. Just a little bit. Kind of stir it up, and you see it all came out on the bottom. That's why you need the plate. And then in the instructions it says to pack it down a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more water, because the soil is pretty dry. You can give it a little stir. There we go. And you can either fill the pot all the way up, or you can put your seeds in and then put more on top, because it needs to be about an inch. I think she put in the instructions we put an inch below and spaced out. So let's take out 2 of our seeds now that I'm all dirty. There we go. So we got our 2 nasturtium seeds. And then we're going to put one on one side, right there, and one on the other side. And then I'm going to put a little bit more dirt on top and a little bit more water. You don't want to pack it down too much on top, because then the sprouts will have a hard time getting through. All right, I don't think we need all that soil. And I'm making a mess, of course. And we'll put a little bit more water on top. Let it soak in for a second. And you want to do this gently, because you don't want to lose too much dirt. I've made a bit of a mess, but that's okay. And it will soak up some of the water off the plate. But you can go to the sink and dump that out, rinse the plate too. All right, so that's that part. And you're going to put this in a sunny window, on a windowsill or a table that gets a bit of sun, so that it can start to grow. And next, we're going to go outside and plant the other 2 seeds. Hi, everyone. everyone. So now we've gone outside and we're going to do the second part of our experiment. So you've already planted 2 seeds inside, and now we're going to plant 2 seeds out in the ground in a sunny spot. So we are at the corner of Albert Street and Veterans Lane in one of the Tay Township gardens. And we're going to find a nice sunny spot. I'm going to pick right here, right next to, I don't know if you can see my buddy the snail over here. But, and I've labeled my popsicle stick with nasturtium. And I'm going to use my popsicle stick and make 2 little holes about 1 inch down, because I don't like to get my fingers dirty. And then we're going to take 2 seeds and put 1 in one side and 1 in the other one. And then bury them back up and then stick your popsicle stick in between the 2. Oh, there's a worm. That's perfect. I woke up a worm. All right. So we've got our nasturtium labeled, and then we're going to give them a little water. And you want to come out every couple of days and give them a water if it hasn't rained, and check and see how they're growing. Oh, it came back out of the water. Get out of here, worm. All right. And then you can decide and watch if your hypothesis was correct. So if you've been watering your seeds inside and outside, which one sprouted first? All right, I hope you join us for another Tay Township Public Library craft in a couple of weeks, and happy gardening.